afternoon, guys. Just about to go up into town now to get a few bits and pieces, get some chores done. Then I'm going to do some mould making and then show you that special item that I've dug out that hopefully you should find really interesting. We're supposed to go out today, but plans have upended. But I've been looking into a few plans about going places. One place in particular, Harry Potter related, which it really isn't that far away. So we might look into having a drive there soon. So yeah, speak to Paula about it, see what she thinks. So I'll see you soon. Hey guys, well, I've been very busy today, been very productive. Made some moulds of some crests, made another light bee. That's unpainted, that one. I've started another wand box. Did another wand as well. And I've dug out the item that I'm going to show you tonight. And it is in this bag. So if you want to find out where it is, stay tuned. I'll give you some teasers. If you're a fan of classic Hollywood, if you're a fan of wartime memorabilia, you might want to see this. Trust me. See you later. Hello guys. So here we are. Now it's time to show you the piece that I was talking about last night and in a little bit earlier on today. I'm going to show you now. Let's go. Now at first glance, doesn't look like anything special. But opening it up, you find out that it is an album with newspaper clippings. Now, it belonged to a J. Stokoe from Consett, County Durham. He was in the Royal Artillery, a demonstration battery. Now, I got this from my dad. It was at a fair once, and so I brought it to the stall and he bought it. There was no family connection at all, but it was interesting for many reasons. Now, what it appears to be is this gentleman here, who was Mr. J. Stokoe, was part of a battery that went to the States to show the Americans, teach the Americans about anti-aircraft guns, because the Americans at the time, they'd just come into the war, they didn't need anti-aircraft guns, they didn't have the Blitz like we did in the UK. So here we see it was a demonstration battery from the Royal Artillery. There is his special privilege pass, signed there, Lieutenant Colonel. Serviceman's map of the United States, with all the insignia and everything that they had to look at. There's Lieutenant Colonel Metcalf, Battery Commander. Some more pictures there. Arrival at New York. A happy party on the foredeck. And there's newspaper clippings, so you have the A Battery, 2nd of July. Oh, sorry, the 24th of July. British air troops parade for Wilmington on Saturday. Tommy's proud of their Blitz morale. See, there we go, the Blitz. Britishers parade. First parade in USA disembarking parade. And the parade past Wilmington Hall. As you go on, you start to see the guns and things like that. There's a Colonel Metcalf leading battery along Main Street. There's meeting people there. Carolina Beach. Some more newspaper clippings. Now it gets far more interesting as it goes on. It's just telling you about different uniforms used and PT kit, things like that. It's Sergeant Stokoe pictured it actually there as well. It's just pictured. Obviously, it's a very old album. So it's obviously going to different camps and going around the US. Major General Green, American Air Defences, inspecting LAA Troop Camp Davies, which Camp Davies is a very famous camp. And here we are at the farewell dance at Camp Davies. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Towards the end of the Sergeant Mess party scenes. There we go. And then we start getting to Washington, New Jersey to New York. And then police escorts in New York. As Metcalf leads the battery down 42nd Street in New York. This picture just come out there. Huge crowd, as you can see. Field Marshal John Dill, Mayor LaGuardia and Major General Jarman take salute at march past. This was an amazing thing to get all the photographs together like this. Huge crowds again. And there's also various documents. New York, USA, British Composite Aircraft, Anti-Aircraft Battery. There's maps and booklets as well. He made sure he collected everything and put them in this album as a collected memory of a time that obviously he thought was brilliant. There's LaGuardia signing autographs, Mayor LaGuardia. Diamond Horseshoe nightclub. So if you live in the United States and in New York, you know where that is, there you go. If it's still there. It's just PT and stuff like that. It's a battery marching past Cadets Library, USM West Point. Again, West Point, a very famous place. It's firing the anti-aircraft guns here. 37's in action. America's alertman. The Tommies are here. How's that for a front cover? The British air battery arrives. Camp Edwards map there. Now this is where it starts getting very interesting. I'll just turn the camera. Very interesting pictures here. Great historical record of a time. Classic Hollywood. Classic war bonds. There was a big drive in the US during the war for war bonds, and this is what this was all about. They were raising money for war bonds. Our film stars at Boston War Bond Drive. There's James Cagney there. Mickey Rooney. Judy Garland. Now how's that for a name? Judy Garland there. Being escorted by the military police and the Jeep. Here come the British. And obviously they're travelling all over the States here. I mean, here we are. Bird's eye views of Los Angeles. How does that look now? I mean, how's that? Where was that taken? From what angle? It's still there. Press conference. Los Angeles Hills. See, they're in Los Angeles now. They've moved on from New York, Los Angeles. British fighting men visit. Here we are, march past at Los Angeles there. How does this all look now? Picnic, home of Mary Pickford. Does that say there? Mary Pickford. There she is there, serving tea to some of the LAA troop. How's that? Brilliant. And here we are, the king of the one-liners, Bob Hope himself. The Hollywood Canteen. Now here we are. This is where this album now goes. It goes to the Hollywood Canteen. And if you don't know what the Hollywood Canteen was, it was basically a place where the film stars of the day would wait on the returning troops if they returned home injured or anything like that. They waited on them and performed for them. And this is Bob Hope here. And obviously these British troops went there and went to the Hollywood Canteen. Victory House, Los Angeles. Miss Heather Angel has received $5,000 for war bonds after broadcast. Amazing there. Now this is very special. How many of these would be left now? This is an actual napkin from the Hollywood Canteen, signed by John Crawford. To Jack, the best of, can't quite make that out there. To Jock, good luck, from John Crawford. The Hollywood Canteen. How special is that? Glued in there. How many of those survive to this day? Maybe we'll never know. And here we are, a page here with many autographs. Some you may know, some you don't, but we have Red Skelton there on Pigeon. Judy Garland. These are all hand signed. Lucille Ball. Some may know, fans of Lucille Ball, may know that we wouldn't have had Star Trek, the original series, without Lucille Ball. Some of those names there. Amazing. As we go on, army life and the barracks and things like that there. Another camp now, see? The newspaper clipping there. Good hunting. Can express a field day at Office 40 for the British anti-aircraft battery, demonstrating firing technique at Camp Irwin Range. Now here, the Sherlock Holmes fans, and just film stars in general. Photograph of Sherlock Holmes himself, Basil Rathbone, at the Hollywood Canteen. He went to the Hollywood Canteen and he served and he took pictures with the servicemen there. Dame May Whitty entertains at the Hollywood Canteen. So they went there and they were entertained by the film stars of the day. Now here we are, we've moved on very quickly here to New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico there. Obviously visited there. How special is that? There's a picture they've got demonstrating air firing, anti-tank. How special is that? And go firing the guns at night. Desert there. 37A. There's a bullfighting there. Look at that. I mean, where are these people now, eh? British composite anti-aircraft battery there. So it was done for them, specially. The Bull Ring, Mexico. Juarez Bull Ring, Mexico. Lieutenant Metcalf shaking hands with Amarillo before the fight. There's actual photos there. I don't agree with these things, but unfortunately it was a product of the time. There's a photograph of the death blow there. The Matador has missed. Amazing, is that? Yeah, I mean, you can pause these videos and read them if I'm going over too quick for you. It's very sad. It's very sad. I don't agree with these. But there we go. That was the time that was then. Unfortunately. And we really move on to the more press clippings. Obviously, collector. He was obviously very proud of what he'd done. It's October 1943. That's dated. Something New York there. More parades through more towns, obviously to bump up morale. The Britons brush up on their history. And it's now into Thanksgiving. Camp Davis. Camp Davis NC. Wonder what happened to these people. And there we go. Au revoir, America. Battery RA, July, December 1943. So they're preparing to leave. There's Metcalf there. We had a wonderful trip, and we are well aware that the success of it is due largely to our escort detachment. We hope that our association will not cease with the completion of this tour. I am proud to have commanded the British contingent and proud also to have been associated with the escort detachment. And some postcards they collected during his time there. And that is it. I'm sure you agree that was very interesting album. You can go back through it and pause it, and if there's anything I went over too quickly, pause it, read over it. But it's a piece of history that's I wish I had the ability to look into that and research that more. What happened to the Hollywood canteen? What happened to the people there? You know, the things I experienced. I'd love to research it more if I had the time, if I had the funds and things like that. If you know anything about it, you know, comment below. So thanks for watching, guys. Like, share and subscribe. And if you think anybody's interested in that, share the video. Share this video. Let's get talking about it. So thank you very much. I'll leave you with a picture of that now. Good night. See you tomorrow. Bye, guys.